And North Korea is just one of many crucial issues facing the White House and Washington. Today, the Trump administration will announce the president's decision on the fate of the Dreamers, several 100,000 undocumented immigrants who came here as children. And the president will meet today with congressional leaders on tax reform. They hope to reach agreement on a plan to reduce taxes and loopholes by the end of the year. Ahead of that, some daunting deadlines for extending the debt limit, keeping the government open, and providing help to the victims of Hurricane Harvey. It is a full agenda, so let's bring in our chief White House correspondent, Karl, with more on the president's decision on the Dreamers. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. The decision will be announced later this morning. I am told that the program that has provided legal status for hundreds of thousands of Dreamers will be phased out over the next 6 months, putting the burden on Congress to find a way to get them out of limbo.
Should Dreamers be worried?
We love the Dreamers. We love everybody.
That was the president on Friday. But this morning, the nearly 800,000 so-called Dreamers currently living in the U.S. are waiting to hear if they will be stripped of their legal status.
When you love somebody, you protect them and you care for them. If the administration does decide to rescind the program, then that doesn't show any love or caring for our community.
Protesters are already taking to the streets across the country. In Houston, a large population of Dreamers is also dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey. We asked Vice President Pence about them last week when he toured the disaster zone.
There are more than 120,000 Dreamers here in the state of Texas who would lose their legal status as a result of that.
Well,
is this really the time to do that?
Well, President Trump has said all along that he's giving very careful consideration to that issue, and that when he makes his decision, he'll make it, as he likes to say, with big heart. And I know that he will.
As the president prepares to roll out his decision, the pressure is mounting. Several Republican leaders have urged the president to leave DACA in place. And more than 350 business and tech leaders, including Apple's Tim Cook and Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, are demanding the president protect the Dreamers, calling them vital to the future of our companies and our economy.
It's definitely scary, not knowing what's going to happen, the uncertainty of everything.
The president has opted to keep the program largely in place for another 6 months to give Congress a way to provide legal status to those Dreamers in a way that is clearly constitutional. But, George, there is no guarantee that that will happen. In fact, since 2001, Congress has brought this issue has been brought up in one way or another in Congress a dozen times, and it has never passed.
Yeah, John, the divisions are so deep. Some people have floated possible compromises like saying pass the border wall along with the Dreamers. That's not going to fly.
It's not going to fly, although I will say one thing different this time is you now have the Republican leadership on board in the person of Paul Ryan saying that something should be done to provide legal status for these Dreamers. But the divisions, as you say, are incredibly deep.
Okay, Karl, thanks very much.